discusses a grip and stance to use as the basis of your swing. First, let's talk about the grip. If you are right-handed, your right hand should be on top. And if you are left-handed, your left hand should be on top. Your bottom hand shouldn't be more than 2 or 3 finger widths away from the knob of the bat. When you hold the bat, the knuckles you would use to knock on a door should be lined up. Lining up your knuckles like this will allow you to roll your wrist properly as you swing. Now that you've gotten your grip, let's go over the stance. Set your feet as wide as is comfortable. Bend your knees and get into a strong, athletic stance. Your toes, hips, and shoulders should all be facing the plate. Your toes should also be lined up. Keeping your torso fairly upright, take your bat and place it on your back shoulder and relax your elbows. The barrel of your bat should be parallel to the ground. Your arms should take the shape of the letter A. From here, simply raise both arms straight up until your hands are at about ear level. From here, you can lift your bat so it's at more of a 45-degree angle. Do not lift your back elbow up or wrap your bat behind your head. Keep your grip relaxed until the pitch comes. That's your basic stance and grip. Essentially, you want to be calm, balanced, and have a wide enough stance that when you swing, you don't throw yourself off balance. A great way to test your stance is to try a simple jump drill. Get into your stance. Take a hard swing and immediately after your follow-through, jump as high as you can with both feet. If your stance is balanced, you will land exactly as you started with a strong stance and your follow-through intact. If your swing is unbalanced, you will be unstable as you land and will likely have to get out of your stance immediately to catch yourself from falling.
In this iSport lesson, we are going to learn how to do a push bunt. In order to do a push bunt, you are going to do one thing you should never do when doing any other type of bunt. You're going to push your hands out at the ball. In a sacrifice bunt, you inch your elbows in to absorb the force of the pitch. For a push bunt, you do the exact opposite. Inch your arms outward as the ball meets the bat to push the ball forward. And remember, this is the only circumstance in which you should ever move your arms. Everything else you do when you push bunt is going to be the same as a sacrifice bunt. That is, you're going to pivot your back foot to open your hips towards the pitcher. You'll bend your knees and start with your elbows bent and close to your body in their L positions. Your bat should be at a 45-degree angle, and if you look straight at the pitcher, you should be able to see the top of the bat out of the corner of your eyes. And since you are moving your arms outward, it is very important that when you push bunt, you do not drop your bat head. Keeping your bat at a 45-degree angle to the ground will ensure that you avoid pop-ups. If the ball is high, pull back. If it's low, bend your knees to execute the bunt. How you place the bunt is by angling your bat, and it's all done with your bottom hand. To aim towards the first base side of the field, push the bat handle out away from your body. This will angle the sweet spot of the bat towards first base. To bunt towards third, bring the handle into your body, angling the sweet spot of the bat towards third base. Because your bat is so long, even the slightest movement will change the angle of the bunt, and any movement too big will likely push your bunt foul.
Discuss 3 drills. 1 knee drill, the 3-step drill, and the tennis ball drop.
The 1 knee drills isolate your upper body. Kneel on the ground with your back knee and extend your front leg out in front of you for balance. Using a tee, you'll practice 3 different swings. For the first round, only use your bottom hand. Mimic the Bam Bam drill, leading with your elbow, and swing through the ball. For the second round, using only your top hand, swing through the ball and focus on a strong follow-through. For your final round, using both hands, practice perfect form as you swing and end with a high follow-through. The three-step drill focuses on drive and power. The batter will set up a tee and stand 3 steps behind it towards the catcher. Leading with your front foot, take 3 steps towards the
We'll cover a few throwing drills that will help you get familiar with the basic mechanics. And use your glove or glove side elbow as a pointer. When your arm is in position, look back to check that you have proper form. Arm in an L position with the ball facing away from you. Then look back, find your target, and throw the ball. After you release the ball, follow through by sweeping the ground in front of your opposite side foot. And now it's time to stand up. The final throwing drill is called the figure 8 drill, which again isolates your upper body. Spread your feet a little wider than hip distance apart. Bring the ball to your glove and start with both hands at your chest. Move both hands down to your glove side hip, then up to your glove side shoulder, then down to your throwing side hip, and then up to your throwing side shoulder, all following a figure 8 motion. At the top of your throwing side shoulder, turn your shoulders so you're perpendicular to your target. At the top of your throwing side shoulder, turn your shoulders to be perpendicular to your target, and then throw. Follow through by bringing your throwing hand down past your opposite side hip. Do not move your feet.
In this iSport lesson, we're going to learn how to catch a softball. It's important for new softball players to square their entire bodies to the thrower. That means your hips, toes, and shoulders should all be pointing at your target. Keep your knees bent and your feet in a strong athletic position. You have to remember that you are the target, so you want your glove to look as big as possible. Start with both arms extended at about chest level. Notice that your hands form a W. This is perfect. Bend your elbows and bring them towards the sides of your torso. Your arms should be bent at about 90-degree angles. The fingers of your glove should be behind the ball so that your pocket is entirely open. Your throwing hand needs to be poised next to your glove so you can catch the ball with 2 hands. As the ball is approaching, keep your eyes on it. You may have to reposition your body to get behind the ball, so be ready to move. Then secure it with 2 hands and you've caught it. Not every throw is going to be on target. And while you should always move your feet to get your body behind the ball, sometimes you just won't have enough time. This drill, the clock drill, will help you learn how to turn your glove when the throw is not right to you. Move your glove straight up to 12 o'clock. Your fingers are pointed up and behind the ball. This is how you want your glove to be for every throw above your head. Moving down to 9 o'clock, your pinky will be above your thumb. This is how you want your wrist turned to catch everything thrown to your right. Moving down to 6 o'clock, your fingers will be completely below the ball. This is how you want your glove positioned for any ball thrown below your waist. Now moving up to 3 o'clock, keep your thumb above your fingers. This is how you want your wrist turned to catch any ball thrown too wide to your left.